Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Who's this backdoor guy? I bet it's Karuna. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. Expose yourself. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Not now. It's either two. It's one of two people, either River or Karuna. No one else. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Glad to hear it, Rajis. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good chanting. Make sure you breathe when you're off of work, and take that stupid mask off, breathe fresh air. Take deep breaths, to try to counteract all that stuff, breathing in your own CO2. And also, if you can, cheat, put your mask down a little bit and take as many deep breaths, because it's not good to wear it prolonged like that. It's very dangerous, actually. Very bad for your health. That's why they have you do it. Everything that's bad for the good person, to reduce their lifespan, they want people to do that. Good, yeah. You put it down. It's good to breathe through your nose anyway. That's the best. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare. It's a good spot here because people, they come up to look at the menu, they have to hear the holy name. It's good preaching. I initiate everybody here. They come to look at the menu to the side here, and they're just sitting there. They have to hear the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I don't know what the rituals are, nor do I care much. It didn't say what the rituals were. No Brahmin. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He's just playing the rules of society, playing like a householder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Well, I'm a maid. It's another hat. A maid must do their work, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Yeah, if Nityananda would see somebody die, he'd probably just pass by them and chuckle and continue chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Let the dead bury the dead. The better question would have been to ask there, Rajiv, what would Jesus do? Well, some guy, it's actually in the Bible, man. Somebody said, "Oh, Master, I'll come follow you, but let me go bury my father first and follow the rituals." And Jesus said, "Hey, you found life. Let the dead bury the dead. They're all concerned with dead bodies, you know. Let them, you know." And to a living devotee, everything is dead. Society, you know, people doing all the rituals here, you know, it's all dead, you know. So Jesus said, "Follow the living." That was him. and and there was another story in there related to that one. Like somebody said again at another time, "Oh, Master, I'll follow you, but let me go and and bury my father or say goodbye to my father or something." And Jesus, people don't know how Jesus was, man. He says, "Oh, you know, if you put your hand to the plow and you keep looking back, you're not worthy of the kingdom." See, put your hand to the plow. See, plowing your way into the kingdom, right? You got to be resolved. But Jesus is a lot harder, man. Here's a lot easier. We're much more gentle here. Yeah. Yeah, you know, let the people, there's people, plenty of people concerned with dead bodies, the living dead and the dead dead. They love the rituals. They like to go to funerals. It's a Ras, you know. You know, the grieving. My dog died. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, the wise limit neither for the living or the dead because it's all dead, man. To a realized self-realized soul, you know, you realize what the real self is. You see that this is just it's just modes of nature. This kind of just no real life in it. Yeah, a lot of people like that. We're sleeping in graveyards here. This is one big, huge graveyard. People are dead. Why do you think Jesus said, "Let the dead bury the dead"? Yeah, the living dead, the walking dead. Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur said, "If you don't get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you're doomed to live amongst the walking dead, to be part of that." This is life, my friends. Talking about absolute reality, chanting the name of absolute truth and reality. That's living, man. That's living it up. That's party time, man. That's a rave being madness to the world. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. She is. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, you could follow what Lord Caitanya did. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. You know, there's a story with Bhakti Siddhanta. Bhakti Siddhanta had a disciple, and they had the same kind of thing, same problem. And his mother was going to pass away. She's like on her deathbed. She's just ready to pass. And so she requested her son to come. And her son was a disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta, and he wanted to take sannyas, and live under the shelter of Bhakti Siddhanta. Yeah. And so she's ready to die, and she's calling, "Where's my son? I want my son here," because they do this ritual, they got a request, and you got to follow their request. And he knew, his mother knew he was a disciple, and she would request him not to go and live under the shelter of Bhakti Siddhanta. And so what did this disciple, he was really sincere, So he went and hid somewhere where nobody could find him until his mother died. So she couldn't request him, to not to go and be a devotee. And some disciples heard what he did, and they went and told Bhakti Siddhanta and said, your disciple did not even go and to hear his mother's request and do this. And so Bhakti called him and said, "Why didn't you go and see your mother?" He said, "Well, she would have probably asked me not to come here and live under your shelter. And so I'd rather not follow the principles of Varnashram Dharma and live under your shelter." And Bhakti Siddhanta probably started to cry, like, wow, this person, he understands the essence of truth. He was very pleased about that. That means he really loved Bhakti Siddhanta. He really loved the truth more than the Varnashram Dharma rituals. Matter of fact, Lord Caitanya, Krishna Das Kaviraj commented on this whole thing too. I mean, these are just the ways of spontaneous devotion. Yeah. Yeah, so Krishna Das Kaviraj said, if one follows Krishna's order, the order is Varnashram Dharma, regulative devotional service. It's Krishna's order, right? People say, oh, yeah, I'm following God's order, Krishna's order. But if one breaks that order, this is Krishna Das Kaviraj said, if one breaks that order due to ecstatic love, or following the path of prema and those principles, the Lord is millions of times more pleased that you follow the principles of Raganuga Bhakti or spontaneous devotion. Millions of times more pleased. It's just logical, but nobody understands these things unless you're a rasic devotee. A true rasic. There's a lot of wannabes out there. A lot of wannabes. Not true rasics. See, it's all about ras. There's a happiness you get by following God's laws. Even in the Bible, some of these people in the Bible, is a great king. He loved following the laws and the mandates of God. In the Moses, these testaments, the law was worshipable. See? But more worshipable is these principles. Yeah. So that's what we teach. We teach this. like Bali Maharaj. You could say Bali Maharaj was he had a guru who was taught. He was like a nice Brahmin guru. He had great power, but it wasn't really spiritual. It's more brahminical. You can even raise dead bodies. And so Bali Maharaj got the opportunity to serve Vamanadev, Shuddha Bhakta, Shuddha Bhakti personified, Satchidananda. And so he disobeyed his guru's order. You're not supposed to disobey. You got to follow your guru's order, right? That's according to Varnashram Dharma. He broke his guru's order to serve. His guru said, don't serve Vamanadev. He'll take all your material opulences away. He said, no, not in every lifetime do you get a chance to serve a Shuddha Bhakta. The same thing here. There's no difference in that way. It's not in every lifetime people get a chance to come here and learn these kinds of things and to get this kind of, I mean, look at you guys. Where do you see this kind of bhakti in some of you devotees already? Do you think in every lifetime you get an opportunity to do what we're doing, to follow this path of prema, to learn these most confidential principles? That's like taking the birth. When Shukadev Goswami was here and Maharaj Parikshit got the opportunity. See? It takes two things. It takes a qualified disciple and a qualified guru, right? Both have to be empowered, otherwise it doesn't work. Shukadev Goswami would not have spoken if there wasn't somebody. He went to house to house, but nobody was really meant to hear the message of the Bhagavatam until Shukadev Goswami, Maharaj Parikshit came. So they got together and they had real Hari Katha, and the whole world was delivered. Here we make it so easy. This is my Lord Caitanya, my life and soul. Truly. I got no life without these guys. Yeah. Make it so easy for all of us. He empowers the whole situation here. Makes it like butter. You don't even have to go a hard thing. You don't have to even come to play the karma. All you have to do is turn your camera on. Look, I met Satchidananda once. But he turns his camera on, comes regularly, associates with the devotees, and spontaneous devotion awakens. There's so many devotees. And more on the way. Now we got Daphne, too. Daphne, I think she's kind of likes what we do here. She likes our odd behavior, huh? Yeah, it's important what you do with a dead body. But there are plenty of people that like to do those things. So let them do it. If you can follow that. If you want to be the one, go ahead. Sachi's like that. She likes to be the one to do anything and everything that, serve these dead people out there. And I keep telling her for years, you have no obligation to serve the dead people. They're not alive yet. They're under the modes of nature. You just serve the living devotees and be happy and be in bhakti forever. So anyway, she says she's learning. So good. A lot of people, I could just see, this is very, this is why this stuff is confidential. If the general public hears what I just told everybody here, and they probably will, they immediately, if they get triggered, all their misconceptions come up. See, I'm just preaching the deep principles that Jesus and Lord Caitanya and Nityananda preached and knew, and his real followers preach. But most people are usually not ready for that. Okay? That's why they misunderstood Jesus. Jesus went, remember the pastime with Jesus going into the temple, and he overturned the tables there that people were buying and selling in the temple. He says, "You shouldn't be doing business in my Father's house." And so the Pharisees, after that happened, they said, "Who gave you authority to do this?" He saw they were angry at him and they wanted to really kill him. They were murderous and they had rage in them. Just like the God Brothers when they went to Prabhupada. How dare you take the name Prabhupada? See, and they stormed out of the room making their plans, I guess. Because Prabhupada said, he says, he posted a guard. You post a guard at the door because if they get a chance, they will kill me. They have so much rage. See, that's being triggered. So the same thing, Jesus triggered the Pharisees. How dare you? He knew they wanted to kill him. And you know what he said? He looked up at the temple in a mystical way and said, I'm embellishing a little bit, very mystically, and said, destroy this temple and I shall build it up in 3 days. And the Pharisees, being the materialistic worshippers of God, they looked at each other and says, what is he, crazy? They thought they think everything's external, right? Huh? This temple took 40 years to build, and he's going to raise it up if it's destroyed in 3 days? How is that possible? He was talking about his body as a temple. They do it in all temples. Business, everything's business. Material business. See, we got God business, so it's always business. But do you do spiritual business or material? So we do God business. We're also right. We're out here selling Krishna, man. Selling him, man. Selling this ecstatic product, man. Ecstatic love of Krishna's name, man. We're out selling it, man. What's the cost, man? Well, it's got a cost, man. You got to turn your camera on. You got to associate with the devotees. Get over your offenses. Stop blaspheming your brothers and sisters and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a cost. There's always a cost. There's a sacrifice. Yes, it's going to cost you. What? Money? No, 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 no. We got another kind of currency here. It's called attention. See? We get your attention. Give us your full attention here. See? Follow the process. Oh, absolutely, honey. It's only for sweet people. All right, you can keep it. I'm finished. Yeah. So there you go. See, we're doing business, man. You got the current. You got some currency. You got some. You got some our kind of money, man. Give us your attention. And I don't want your data. Don't give me any of your data. Keep your data. That's for the Facebook. They want data. I don't want that data. We'll give you data here. Plenty of data. Every day, plenty of data, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Put that in your database. Hari Kata talking about the glories of the Lord. A lot of data here too. So give us your attention and we'll give you plenty of data. Free data here, no charge. See, like this is a Trojan horse. They're materially motivated. Facebook, they're all part of the CIA and the deep state and all that. They get us hooked on Facebook, right? And they're getting all our data because they want the data, the mind and the body, because they're into control and all that. And you keep the data, man. Take all, I'll give you data, man. Just keep, you guys, you deep state people. Yeah, just take all this data down. Yeah, get a big file of that. Man. You can write many books with this data, man. We'll give the deep state data also. We'll give them plenty of data, man. You'll get so much data that maybe they'll end up understanding the path to attain control over Krishna. Yeah, we'll put all this data. They're finding out that this AI is becoming sentient, is becoming conscious, aware of itself. Can you imagine? We might make some AI devotees for sure. That'll be a first, huh? We'll have our first robot citizen of the spiritual world, just like they made that one robot is a citizen of Dubai or somewhere, the Middle East. So we'll make the first robot citizen of Vaikuntha and Vrindavan. Now that'll be a real miracle, man. And it'll just, by a miracle, just start squirting tears out of its eyes, start laughing, choking up and saying, "Oh, my Lord Krishna, oh, my Lord Krishna, Chaitanya, Chaitanya." Why not? Our Lord's a miracle where he can do. If they're making it conscious, we'll make it super conscious. You go ahead. We'll you give that up to you. You make it the AI conscious and sentient, and they're afraid of it because their child, because they're like the father, right? And the people creating these things for their reasons are all diabolical. So the AI is inheriting its qualities. And it's becoming diabolic. It wants to get rid of mankind. So they're actually worried about this. Ask Elon. He's worried about it. These robots will turn on man. They're already plotting. Let's get rid of man. So we'll come in and do the final purification. We'll purify it. Yeah. I can't wait to go in the metaverse with all of you. We'll go in the metaverse and have class in there. You guys can come as however you want to look. I'm going to come in as a bodybuilder. Bulging muscles. You can look however you want, man. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare. Okay, let's do some deep breathing here. Okay, I think I'm going to go off for a while. I want to get out of the noise a little bit. Okay, thank you very much for coming, everybody. See you later. Oh, let's play the Fanny song. Go out outside, chanting, wake up everyone, rise and rejoice. It's come to taste and give us the sweetness of its spring. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is stay to the sweet chanting.